Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Very good, very nice, very good, very nice. Right, what we got this morning? Well, so obviously everything is being led by the US China chit chat. What's going on? All the jibber jabber. That's happening today, and so we need to keep an eye on that. And let's have a look at our little oil. Our oil is still holding these levels, and we expect that to go up too. And let's have a quick look at the DXY. Yep. Okay. So everything is pretty much has pretty much stabilized overnight from this little sell-off that we had yesterday. So yesterday we had, we came to the red box and we shorted, and we've come to the green box and we're long. So there's not a lot else to do really. BTC, when getting ready to move away from a zone, can often create this kind of nonsense here, where it comes down almost back to level and then springs away again. So I'm going to be watching this very carefully this morning. See if we get anything out of it. The problem we've got is because of the China US chit chat, the markets are going to be reticent of creating any major moves. They need to see what deals have been struck, what the atmosphere is like, etc., etc. So don't be surprised if until we start to get some resolution or get some feedback from that, the markets are pretty slow. So first thing I'm going to be looking at is this just a corrective three-wave corrective, sorry, brain freeze again, posture of this downward move, and we're going to come lower, right? So this is our possible three waves here, and we would look to coming into this box and reversing, and then we look to come through this box. This is actually quite a poor low on the small time frames. We're on the 30 here, and it doesn't look too bad. But if you drop down to the fives, as you can see, it is there ain't nobody there. We don't have no excess. We've got no one trapped here. So which we don't like to see. But however, it's BTC, so it is what it is, right? It doesn't really seem to follow any particular format rules at the moment. Anyway, so my first area of shorting opportunity will be here, right? If we come through there and we break above 80,000, because the 80,000 is going to be a major mark for us. If we have a look at how when I say for us, for BTC, look at where we've got this we've got this shelf in here, right? Axione, yeah, deviation. But what I like is that these are small. So let's wait and see. This is going to be a level that we're really going to need to break through. If BTC comes up and gets support here, then comes up to here, then we're looking for a small pull. Oh, what the heck happened there? That was weird. We're looking for a small pullback, and wow, this morning is not going well, people. It's maybe a bit too early. It's 5:45, but couldn't sleep, so decided to get up. So yeah, come up here, back, and up we go. And that will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of some description. Then we'll look for 3 back, probably back into here again, showing the 80,000 as support. And then we'll go up higher to those higher levels that we've been looking for a couple of weeks, up to here. So that's your bullish and your bearish opportunities. However, as I've been saying for weeks, BTC at the moment is not a you know, set it and leave it situation. BTC is scalping, scalping, scalping. You, you got this, that was nice. I came out here and I'm done. I'm finished. If it comes down here, it comes down here. But you can see how it's just retaking all the moves. Even this here, I'm short from right in here. I'm short. I'm long from right here. Woke up this morning, bang. I was looking to take my first TP was going to be at 80,000. It hasn't got there yet. So it is just a weary asset at the moment, BTC. BTC is really affected and driven by the backdrop of the Fed and the dollar. All right. So this here is obviously dollar is what we need to see from the Dixie here is we really want to see this come back down again now. If we're going to get our move up higher on BTC, that's what we really need to see. Yeah. But if not, we're still going to aim for this gap. But we do have quite a lot of crappy lows here. So anyway, let's keep an eye on that. So BTC really isn't behaving very well. Obviously, if you were short from up here, brilliant, well done. But you still had to painfully go through that. I got short in here. I got out, I think, somewhere here. We were long here. This week we've been pretty good. We've been trailing most of this nonsense, but it's all scalps. So depending on your risk, depending on your account size, depending on what your opportunity is. Okay, so a couple of things to note on the macro front. So obviously we continually have oil above $100,000 a barrel. But also Ukraine, Russia's picked up again, and they're both having a go at each other this morning, which isn't super exciting for anybody involved. And with the inflation, the two big inflationaries we've had this week, I don't see there being any Fed interest rate cut. So if BTC does push up, it is, in my estimation, only going up to come down again. This would not be some kind of Hail Mary all the way up we go. Just because I don't see the outlook of economy to be particularly good at the moment. Now, that can change, obviously. And, wars can stop, inflation can drop, oil can go back to normal, and the Fed starts cutting, and equities and risk assets will start to move. But at the moment, let's just see, just for today, let's see if we get into here. This might all be that London gets up to. If we get into here, let's take some profit and stop loss to break even and wait and see what happens from there. Okay, guys? And I'll come back on at New York or maybe mid-morning to see what we've got. But I do like the way this is bounced off this area here. And the 30-minute is, which we're on, the 30-minute is showing good bullish intentions. We had this we've had this engulfer here. Now this is the daily open. Got to hold the daily open. Ideally, we want to see this. We want to see it come up, take those highs out, come back, show the daily open as support, and then truck on up. All right, guys. So really simple today. Hopefully you got in low, you got in here, or if you're up at this time in the morning, you got in here. But you should have got in here because that was quite obvious, and it was super slow. Yeah, super slow. So, which is not always the way you want to see it, because normally you want to see it go bang and aggressively move away from an area. So that's why I'm very much looking at this area come back into this here as a possible short. This looks like three waves nonsense. I can just about count 5 here. It's not a particularly nice 5, but you can also count it as 3. So we could have just 3, 3, 5, and then we come back down again. So yeah, that is the that I think for me actually this is really symptomatic of the entire market at the moment, because it's just waiting to see what's happening in China. All right then. Okay, guys, that's 10 minutes. Sorry, it's a bit longer than usual. Have yourselves a nice day, and taddy buys and lots of love. Taddy bye.